Hello. Happy New Year to everybody. It is 2026 and I'm gonna start this video off fresh with a fresh cut as well as a kind of freshly new course, kind of. I am at Shawnee Mission Park, except it's different. It's very different. I will show you throughout the video. So the main gist that I want to get at is Shawnee Mission Park in Shawnee Mission, Kansas. Got a redo on its design and layout, and it's there, to my memory, there's no holes that stayed the same. So like with the Waterworks video, I think there were like 5 or 6 holes maybe that stayed the same, but this one is going to be a different story, and I'm really excited to show you guys what it is about. So the parking lot is over there. This is for people who have been to Shawnee Mission Park. Parking lot over there. Usual hole 1 T-pad there, you throw down this way into the trees. Hole 1 T-pad now is right here, and you throw into these trees. So complete 180 of where hole 1 starts. So of course I am going to be playing the long pads, the long baskets. I'm going to show you guys as much as the course as possible. And we're going to start with a par 4, which I love. I love starting on par 4s, I don't know why. But this is a 518-foot hole. We're going to be throwing this way into the trees, and then it kind of goes a little bit uphill. From the tree line, it's about 150 feet into the trees, so we just gotta get our first shot out there. I've played out here twice now, so I'm gonna go, of course we're going 2 off 1, but firstly we're gonna go with a force on a hyzer and try to get left. The main landing spot is behind these cedar trees to the left of the fairway. Oh, that was a weird skip. I was hoping that would skip left. You just kind of skip up. All right, that was a force. Now we're gonna go defender. Ooh, might be taking that defender shot. I hugged that a little tighter, which is pretty much what you want. As I walk up, the defender is pretty pinched to get up to the gap, but this force landed in a much better spot than I thought it would. Can't talk, but I will definitely be taking the force. Okay, it's a little far, especially with going a little bit uphill. We're gonna throw a keystone, and it's gotten pretty beat up, so maybe it'll hold a good turn now. Oh, that's good. Okay, I didn't really see where it landed, but I got a very favorable tree kick. As I make my way to the green, this was actually a really good shot. Very lucky too. I really just walked from my car straight to hole 1's tee pad, so first putt of the day right here. Birdie to start it off. Hole 2 is an incredibly tight tunnel. We're gonna go down to the right side. You can, well, if it would zoom, you can see the white band right there. That's the short basket. We're gonna go down and to the right. That's where the long basket is. We're gonna throw a fuse, hopefully straight and hopefully turned. Oh, it hit something. It was a little low, and this is a brand new fairway, so shoot. Well, we kind of have a putt. If this goes in, it'd be insane, but not really where you want to be at. This is kind of smack in the middle of the fairway. Just a par. I'm gonna try it again though. It's makeable, I'll say that. All right, pick up the EMAC Judge Orbit kind. Good par. Hole 3 is gonna be one of the few holes that only has 1 basket to throw to. Again, a very tight gap to hit, but it's only 187 feet. Right down the middle. Again, even though it's only 187, I'm gonna throw a 5-speed fuse, just like the last one. And maybe the speed of it will keep it straight and I will ace it. That's the only idea. Woo! That was close. that did pretty much exactly what I wanted it to do. So good call on my end. And just like all ace runs, you end up way past the basket. That looks so perfect. Wow. And again, sometimes, just like ace runs, you get a par. You know, I've told this to so many people now. In October and November, I was hitting putts. I was hitting putts from everywhere. And December and January, just, no. Not a lot of putts are dropping lately. It's annoying, but I thought maybe today would be a little bit different because I'm on video. And that's just kind of what happens. On the tee pad of hole 4 now, this is going to be a 410 foot par 3. Pretty straight, if not a little bit to the right on a turnover. I'm going to throw a getaway and hopefully get all the way there. It's in the middle. Dang, I threw that good too. Again, pretty much right in the middle of the fairway. I'm going to throw a wizard. I have a wizard in the bag now. I really enjoy the stamp, and we're gonna say par again, hopefully. Oh, rude kick, but we're putting. Stuck it on the right side corner. That's a par though. Hole 5, second favorite hole on the course, par 4. You see the basket in the middle of your screen way up there. They got it at 430 foot par 3, all in the woods. With how new this course is, I am going to assume no eagle has been recorded on this hole yet. I would love to be the first. So I'm gonna throw a defender, hopefully straight, hopefully 430 feet. It's going underneath the basket. Without that tree, dude, it wasn't gonna be parked, but it would have been a look. Dang, I hit the, that was a good throw. That was a good throw. You know, same line, just a little bit higher, a little less turn maybe. That could have, I mean, defenders love to skip. I would be willing to bet that that's gonna skip its way up to circle 2 at least. But it didn't. And now I'm almost to my line. Well, this little leaner right here kind of gets rid of my jump putt. It's kind of right in my way. Be a really far jump putt though. But we're gonna go Reco X floater forehand. Try to give it a bid. Well, didn't really hold over, but that's a birdie. That's a zone. That was a zone. That would have been the disc to throw initially. Second favorite hole out here. Always lovely to get a birdie on it. This is so eagleable. Somebody will get this eventually. Hopefully it's me. Hole 6, 322, par 3. You can see the basket through this gap up there. Tee pad here. I've played this twice and I have bogeyed it both times in a very embarrassing way both times. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. Let's try to get a birdie on this one. There's really no good spot to put this tripod at, so hopefully that'll do. You can see the band up there at least. All right, forehanding elusive defender because it is the answer to all of life's problems. You can quote me on that. Hopefully gonna hit it straight, let it get to the right. That looked pretty dang good. That should hopefully be a birdie and not a bogey. Oh yeah, that's a nice shot right there. This is one of those distances where you didn't park it, but you should still make it. You made it. Tee pad of hole 7. It is a 564 foot far. Oh my gosh, why do I keep saying that? 564 foot par 4. You can see the white basket out there. The blue basket that we're going to is probably 150, maybe 180 feet past that. And of course, Scott Reek, who is the course designer and a very awesome human being, he leaves this tree right here in the middle. So we got to work around that. But the right side of it is the bigger side, so that's the side I will always go for. Yep. If you could see the white basket, I think that almost went in it. Holy moly. That looks like it went right through it. Well, seeing where the defender landed here, I don't think it actually almost went in, but it's okay because we're in a prime spot to go to that blue basket over there. Well, the wizard did us good one time. Nothing in the way. This should just be up and down birdie. Oh, slow down. Oh, it's perfect. I love mulch. Mulch just slows anything down. That was a good shot. All right, well, this was about as easy as you could draw it up, aside from me almost missing that. Another birdie. 3 in a row? 3 in a row. We're doing good. Hole number 8, 472-foot par 4. Of course, not a lot of 472-foot holes in the wide open are going to be par 4s. So I'm going to play it with the tall grass playing out of bounds. It's not really tall grass right now, but it just kind of cuts in a little bit left towards those thick trees out there, and then goes back in front of the basket. Well, I almost threw him right in there. I mean, it landed in the tall grass, but skipped out. I'm going to go for it too. Oh yeah, still probably 40 feet short, but that was a good toss. Like I said, I almost landed in the tall grass. I'd say the tall grass ends about right here. So I landed in it, but thankfully skipped out. We're gonna go Reco X approach, tap in birdie. I knew I threw it too hard. I was just praying for it to go in. Dang. I'm gonna putt from where my defender landed, just to see if I could get the 2 on this. That was a weird miss. Yeah, it was left, but that was weird. I'll just pick this one up. Like I said, tap in. Little Calvin style putt. 4 in a row. All right, let it rip time. We're on hole 9, a par 5. It is 1,025 feet. We're just going out this way. Anything that really lands beyond that big circle cedar kind of is a justifiably good mash. What other disc than the Lucid Defender? Air past it, come on. I just aired past that tree. That was a certified mash. Holy moly. I'm saying that way too much. This is a crush. The short basket, that white basket, is about 110 feet away. And the basket I'm going to is past all these trees up here. So I will try a forehand and maybe get past all of it. I won't lie, there's a heavy chance that this basket gets blown up right now by this forehand. Again, Lucid Defender. Holy crap. I love Lucid Defenders, dude. That was a very straight and long forehand. So the basket is going to be over underneath that tree right here in the middle of your screen. Defender landed here. This is a nice spot to land. Reco X hasn't really messed up yet. Hanging a little bit wide to let it dive at the basket. Perfection. That is exactly how you draw up this par 5. All right, I'm gonna be dumb. I'm I'm gonna keep my bag on this putt. This landed a lot longer than I thought it did. That was really nose down. Birdie though. Here we are for hole 10, front 9 done. How would you rate? Hopefully you answered. This is a par 4. You want to land pretty just straight shot out into the field. And then you got all these trees on your left. You're going through those trees a little bit uphill. And it's a nice kind of like placement birdie sort of hole. Gonna throw a force here. Maybe just a little bit short of where you want to be, but it's fine. As I walk up to the force, you see this big gap here in the woods, and the basket is going to be right there. So where my shot landed, I'm definitely short of the gap. I might have to go over, which sucks. Okay, I put a mini down, and I'm recording on 0.5 because I'm going to try going over the top with the same force. And it's a pretty far shot to go over the top, but I'm gonna try my best. Hung it pretty wide. And it's over there now, so. It was an okay shot, I guess. It's probably gonna be a par. Well, at least we have an open look. Let's try to hit it. Oh, it was a bid. Hold up. Nope, that was horrible. Not meant to be. Hole 11, very straight, good bit downhill. It is only one basket. This is 444 feet. I don't know what to throw. I guess I'm gonna try the forehand because the hillside kind of helps it, I suppose. And I'm also zooming in because it looks cool. I don't know if that's a putt or not, but I'm sure that had to have looked really cool on camera. I just rewatched it. I blocked the shot just for a second, but that did look pretty cool. Hopefully that's a birdie putt. That was a pretty good forehand for a 440-foot shot, even though it is a little bit downhill. Let's see if we got a birdie. Again, we're gonna go to 0.5 because this is really hard to frame up over there, so it's the best angle I can get, so. Dude, dang it. Okay. That would have been a really cool putt. Dude, that would have been a crazy 2, to be honest. I gotta pick it up first. Parsy. Number 12. This is a 351-foot, very uphill par 4. Let's hopefully get an eagle on this one. I'm gonna throw a defender just to ensure that I get the distance up there. And it's that basket kind of next to those branches. We're going for an eagle. Let's do it. There's a good chance that's right next to the basket, is what it looked like whenever it skipped. Good shot right there. Walking up the hill, you can see it next to the pole on a par 4. That's a good eagle right there, even though it's not in the basket yet. Hopefully I don't miss this one. So even though I gave it a full rip, I really did, this is still short of the basket. It tells you how uphill this hole is. Eagle, nice. 13's looking really beautiful right now with the sunset. Blue basket way down there. This is a par 4, 489. Let's see if we can get a 2 on this one. That'd be really, really cool. All right, we got a tailwind, so it's gonna be hard to get this to flip throwing downhill. But overall, just really just going for distance. Flip a little bit more. Okay, whatever, it's a shot. Whoa, big skip. That was a very big skip. I'm gonna try a turnover with the backhand. I'm gonna go strive in between these 2 trees and see if it holds all the way right. I thought that was going in. I'm so serious, I thought that was going in. That's the shot, apparently. Defender here. We got a long putt, again, for eagle. I guess I was really pushing that tall grass, kind of. Oh. Darn it. Always player B, right? Just like on the drive. Jeez. I honestly still don't even know where that second shot landed. Oh my God. It's way back here. Oh, that's a birdie. That's a good birdie. So with it landing all the way back there, I mean, that had to have been like chain or bucket high going past it. That had to have been an ace run. Holy crap. Standing on hole 14's tee pad right now. 498 par 4. You got a short basket straight ahead, and then you got the long basket over there, right in the middle of your screen. So there is OB tall grass here in the middle, so there's really nothing stopping me from just going straight through the trees and then get a birdie super easy. So I'm gonna play tall grass OB again, go out this way, and then kind of play around. This course is very defender friendly, so I'm gonna go with a bio defender this time on the forehand. Keep it out safe, like I said, and then hopefully pitch it up easy as that to get a birdie. Oh my God, that's so overturned. Hit that. It did. Well, that's no easy second shot. That was horrible. Again, we kind of got a little too close to the tall grass here. The camera's in it right now. I'm gonna try a forehand defender again, the good defender this time. I have no clue if I'm gonna be able to get up there. This could go right in the out of bounds. Miss. There it goes. Oh yeah. Okay. That was a very snapped forehand. That got kind of lucky underneath that branch. Yeah, this was a fine shot right here. Great distance. I actually had no clue I would be able to get past the basket. So, but we got a birdie putt somehow. Okay. This is a very weird hole, but it's a birdie. Ignore that one. 15. This is a 347 par 3. I am now throwing a Mustang for the straight mid-range slot. This thing is incredibly underrated. I've loved every single throw that I've thrown with this. Going straight up this tunnel here, and it's a par 3. No, really, not any out of bounds. So I really hope I throw this straight, because if not, I have no clue what else to throw here. Little left, but I mean, I threw, oh yeah, that's great. I freaking love the Mustang, dude. That thing is so underrated. Dang. If you want a good straight mid-range, get a Mustang. They're great. Standing on 16 right now, only one basket. This is so much more uphill than it looks. You see that white veteran way up there. I would say this is probably one of my favorites here. It's probably my 4th favorite hole out here. My 3rd one's coming up soon. Forehand defender, once again. This the left side is a little bit bigger than right up the middle. I hope it works. Oh, catch some edge, please. Get past that one too. Let's go. That was amazing. Gosh, I love the defender on this course. Bro, holy crap. Right next to it. That's, I mean, I have thrown some good forehands today. This, I mean, this being my best, no doubt. Birdie, park job. That's one of my favorite shots I've thrown all day. Well, I just looked at my phone battery. I'm at 11%, so I'm gonna have to hustle. Hole 17 right now. It's gonna be a par 4, 482. It's gonna be up this way. You got the short white basket whenever it focuses, if it would like to focus. There it goes, short white basket right there next to those 2 trees. And it's really just get a pump, get an approach. I'm gonna throw force up this way, have it dive left. Nothing wrong with that. Yep. Pretty much just park that white basket and then go from there. Alrighty, left ourselves. I mean, this is a very basic hole where you just get the drive, get the approach. Like I said, forehand approach, dive it to the green. We're gonna go zone. I know it. It's because the camera's going. Okay, again, we're gonna go back on. It's in the basket, whatever. I'm gonna record you, Landon. No pressure.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Oh, delete it.
It's putting. What are you talking about? Okay, hole 18. Hopefully with some battery left to record the whole thing. 701 foot par 4. Very downhill and very defender backhandable. So it's really just grip and rip and just get as far down the hill as you can. This is my third favorite hole, by the way. That was great. That was a really good turn. This was nice. This sets up very, very well for a straight putter approach. And overall, with this course being brand new, I am very much an enjoyer of it. I think it's a great update, whatever you call it. I don't know. It's better than what it was, is what I'm trying to say. So let's get this birdie to finish out. Get a different camera angle though. All right, what better disc to do it than the straight as can be Opto Keystone. Bang! That's a birdie. And with 5% battery remaining, this putt here to get a birdie to finish and to shoot a pretty good round. I have no clue what my score is. I will tally it up in the car. Birdie right there, and that is the new Shawnee Mission Park. I guess I don't think I ever said it. This is called a wooded prairie at Shawnee Mission Park, and I really, really like it. I liked it enough to come all the way out here, all the way into Kansas, and record this video just because I wanted to. So yeah, I will absolutely be playing out here much more than I used to. So if you haven't played this course, you should. I highly recommend it. Okay, that's the video. I'll see you guys next month, hopefully. Goodbye.